Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
¿Qué pasa, LumioseStation? How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today another live narrated Wi-Fi battle. Now, some of you, well, a good majority of you guys actually seem to have enjoyed the first one. So if you guys could please make sure to leave a like, I would greatly appreciate that. And this guy has a very interesting team. Mostly his team is NU. I asked for an RU battle, but I guess I can't really be too picky, considering the Wi-Fi battles are kind of hard to get nowadays. But I'm using a very fun team that are based around Sticky Web and Shuckle. Let me run you guys through the team. We have Sticky Web, Shuckle. We have nice and powerful X-Cloud, Mixed Sharpedo, offensive Hitmonlee, Sub Bulk of Braviary, and then finally we have Mega Bayonet, which is really nice for revenge killing. But as I said, guys, if you could make sure to hit that like button and show this support, then by all means make sure to do so. Also in the comment section below, let me know what tier you guys would like to see me do. Personally, I like every tier except OU, but if you would really like me to do OU, I could definitely do that. Looking at leads though, I think honestly just Shuckle should be my best lead, although from the looks of his team, I'm not exactly going to need Sticky Web, which is going to be really nice. So if anything, I can at least get on my Stealth Rocks to be able to damage his Rotom and to damage his Swallow. And I apologize about this, let me change it back to normal. So let's get this started. Alright, let's see what he's going to want to lead off with. If anything, the biggest threats I saw were probably going to be the Swallow, actually, just because it's so offensively based. Not offensively based, but it's such a good offensive Pokemon, as he actually ends up leading off with the Weezing, which I am a-okay with, seeing as I will easily be able to get on my Stealth Rocks, which is going to be really nice for me, and then hopefully I can maybe Encore him into some kind of non-offensive move. He most likely is going to want to go for the Will-O-Wisp, as he actually ends up going for the Sludge Bomb. Okay, this is going to do practically nothing to my Shuckle, which is really nice, allowing me to already have an advantage in this battle by just having up my Stealth Rocks. Let's see what on my team would like to take a Sludge Bomb. Nothing really, so I might just try to leave in Shuckle for fodder, because outside of Sticky Web, my only other two moves are Encore and Toxic, which I can really do nothing to this Weezing anyways. And as I said, Sticky Web really isn't going to come in too handy. So I think what I'm going to do is predict him to switch out, and I'm going to go for the Toxic, as he actually stays in and goes for the Flamethrower, not doing much more damage than what Sludge Bomb did. And actually, I could have definitely gone for the Encore. I'm going to go for the Encore this turn, just to see if he's going to want to go for another Sludge Bomb or maybe go for the Flamethrower. Watch him switch out this turn, as he actually ends up going for the Dark Pulse. This is really good for me, seeing as what I can do now is get a free switch into something like my Sharpedo, which actually has Hydro Pump to be able to hit this thing on the especially defensive side, seeing as Weezing is not really all that great at having, it doesn't really have a good special defense is what I'm trying to say. So I think I can definitely just get a free switch into my Sharpedo, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And because I do resist the Dark Pulse and it is not stabbed, I will be able to easily live the hit and not have to worry about taking too much damage, even though I believe I am actually a minus special defense nature. So I'm going to take this free opportunity to go for the Hydro Pump, because even if he switches into his Rotom, I'm still going to get off a solid amount of damage, as well as if he switches into his Relicanth, which is going to be really good for me, because he honestly has no safe switch-ins to my Sharpedo. So I definitely feel Sharpedo is going to be the MVP in this battle, as he sends in his Rick James, which is his Rotom. Hopefully I do not miss, because I'm really worried. Oh, that is actually upsetting. That is really upsetting. This is not good. I'm going to go for the Protect. Actually, no, because what he could be is a sub-split variant of Rotom. So honestly, I think my best switch-in right now is to switch into my Shuckle. Another reason why I don't want to go for the Protect is just because, well, really, yeah, well, honestly, the only thing that I'm worried about is him being a sub-split variant, and I don't want to give him a free substitute, which would be really bad for me. As I switch into my Shuckle, I'm able to easily take that Thunderbolt like it's nothing, And what I kind of want to do is go for the Encore, predicting the sub, but seeing that he didn't get leftovers to take life orb damage, I'm very confident in the fact that he's more than likely Scarf. So what I'm going to do is actually go for the Toxic on the off chance that maybe I can live this. Please, Shuckle. Yes! And thankfully, I do not miss a Toxic, which is going to be absolutely amazing, seeing as now I will be able to get a decent and good amount of residual damage on this Rotom. So at this point, I should honestly just be able to leave in my Shuckle for fodder, and then I might be able to get a free switch into my Hitmonlee, which could go for the knockoff on the predicted Cofagrigus switch-ins. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe just go for an Encore, or maybe just Toxic. I think maybe Encore. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Encore, as he just ends up going for another Thunder, but I am a-okay with this. Actually, you know what I could also do is bring in my Exploud, which would do a lot of damage to his team, to be honest with you guys. Oh, the Hydro Pump Mist just really set me back. Let's see, what has better special defense? Summary, Exploud. Let's see. Okay, holy crap. Hitmonlee definitely has this better special defensive stat. As I get a free switch into my Hitmonlee, I'm going to go straight for the knockoff because honestly I have no reason not to. Just on the off chance that he does want to switch right into his Cofagrigus or even his Weezing, because then I can knock off Black Sludge or knock off potential leftovers, as he does end up making the safe switch into the Cofagrigus. I really had no reason to go for the offensive play as I get off a solid amount of damage. Unfortunately though, I do get the Mummy ability. And what item did I knock off? Okay, I knocked off leftovers. Alright. Let's see. I don't know if another knockoff will knock him out, but I really don't want to switch into a possible Will-O-Wisp. If anything, I want to save Hitmonlee just for the fact that I can Mach Punch his Swallow, which Swallow could be a huge problem to my team. So I think what I'm going to do is actually switch into my Exploud, seeing as Exploud honestly does not care about the burn, just because I am fully specially based and I do have the Scrappy ability, which means if he thinks he can easily take a Boom Burst, he's going to be sadly mistaken as he pulls a nice double switch and is going to bring in the Weezing. Okay, he predicted me to just go for another knockoff, which is not a bad play on his part at all, and I'm honestly in the perfect position, because what I'm going to do is go straight for the Boom Burst. I am modest, max special attack with Silk Scarf. I highly doubt Weezing is going to take this hit as it just dies. They get a crit. I will leave a damage calc on the screen right now just because most Weezing are physically defensive, so as I said, I highly doubt that the crit actually mattered. Now what I could have also done was gone for the workup, so I could have got a +1 in my special attack stat, but honestly with him having Swallow, which can easily outspeed me and come in and potentially knock me out with the Facade, it was really not worth it. As he brings in the Rhyperior, I do actually carry the Surf, and he might think that I'm actually Choice Spec, so what I'm going to do is catch him completely off guard, and I'm going to hit him up with the Surf, although Rhyperior is very bulky, so I don't think this will knock him out, as he just died. Wow, so maybe he was more of an offensive variant, I believe? Which, I mean, the fact that he brought in Rhyperior really isn't too bad of a play, just because if I was Specs, obviously I would have been forced to switch out, and this way he would have prevented his Swallow from taking Stealth Rock's damage, although now he is going to bring it in, as Exploud should honestly be able to just stay in, and I'm very positive I can live any one hit, but do I really need this is the question. With him having Relicanth, I honestly don't think I need my Braviary for anything. Yeah, and he also still has a Rotom, so I think what I'm going to do is actually fodder off my Braviary. This way I can get a free switch into my Hitmonlee, then just go for the safe Mach Punch and get off a huge amount of damage on this Swallow. And to be honest with you guys, I might even be able to live any one attack that he wants to go for. So the question is, do I want to go for the Roost or go for the Brave Bird? I could honestly actually go for Bulk Up, predicting Relicanth. I might do that. I might actually do that. No, because then if I Bulk Up, then he's probably going to want to bring in Rotom. Although with me being specially defensive, I should actually be able to live a hit from Rotom. Oh, no. I think the more aggressive play is to just go straight for the Brave Bird, as he ends up going for the Facade. Come on, Braviary, you can live this. Not even bad, as Brave Bird might actually be able to OHKO this Swallow. Let's see. Yep, I'm able to get rid of that, and unfortunately because of the recoil damage, I myself am gonna get knocked out, and that's fine, seeing as Swallow was honestly his hugest threat, or is it biggest threat? English isn't my first language, but yeah. Okay, so you can either bring in Relicanth, Cofagrigus, or Rotom, and my best switching, I believe, is actually going to be my Hitmonlee, just because after Stealth Rocks, I believe Cofagrigus does indeed get knocked out by Knockoff, just because it's still base 65 power, he's still a ghost type, and Hitmonlee does have a pretty respectable physical attack stat. So let's see what he wants to bring in. He's gonna bring in the Relicanth. Okay, I'm fine with this, seeing as I should be faster, unless he's Scarfed, which I highly doubt he is. But I'm still just gonna go for the high jump. Oh no, he still has Cofagrigus. Oh, that could actually be a little bit risky. Well, let's look at it this way. If I high jump kick as he brings in Cofagrigus, I'm not gonna get knocked out because I'm only gonna lose 50% of my HP. But then I can knock him out with the knockoff. Then I have Mach Punch for the Rotom, and I can still at least Mach Punch his Relicanth. So yeah, honestly, I lose nothing by just going for the high jump kick. Although I feel the switch out to Cofagrigus is a little bit obvious. Just as I said, after rocks, I should be able to knock him out with the knockoff, and even if I don't, I still get a free switch into my X-Bomb, which should be able to knock him out. So yeah, I definitely believe that high jump kick is my best play to do in this situation, as he's debating on what to do, on whether or not to possibly bring in Cofagrigus, thinking that I will high jump kick, or on the options that I do knock off as he brings in Cofagrigus. So let's see. This is the only kind of downside of Wi-Fi battles, just because I don't really know what to say when my opponent is thinking this much, as he ends up over predicting, thinking that I would predict the incoming Cofagrigus, as I'm able to knock that thing out. I believe at this point Hitmonlee is actually going to be able to win me this battle, just because after rocks, Rotom will get knocked out by the is it Mach Punch or Mac Punch? I've heard people say Mac, but I believe it's Mach. And he's going to bring in the Cofagrigus, and this is the moment of truth. As I said, I'm very positive Knockoff will be able to knock him out. So let's find out. Yes! And that is going to seal the victory in my favor, seeing as Mach Punch will indeed be able to finish off the Rotom. And even if it doesn't, I can just safely bring in my Bayonet, Mega Evolve, live any one hit, then Destiny Bond the following turn, and still win the game. So that was a very fun game. My opponent was, let me check Twitter, I apologize about this. It was RetroBro. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, but I will leave his Twitter link down in the description so you guys can go check him out. And Mach Punch will be able to easily knock out this Rotom. And as I said, that is going to be the victory in my favor. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. And if you did, you know what to do. Make sure to hit that like button, much like always, guys. And let me know in the comment section below on what tier you would possibly like me to play or see play. And just, yeah, thank you everybody for watching, and enjoy the rest of your night and or day, and I will see you all next time. So later, Lumios.